What's up, everybody? Lamar Molina here from the Go High Level group. Hope everyone's doing well. Stick with me for 60 seconds, and I'm going to show you how to have nationwide MLS searches powered by Go High Level, all inside the CRM. Let's get right to it. No time to wait. So this is Ask AI, for those who don't know, and yes, it's in beta, as you see here. And to find it, you just come click this blue button. That's Ask AI right there, right? So now we're going to do a search on Ask AI. Let's pretend I'm a buyer or a seller or whoever, right? So we're going to ask it, I'm looking for properties in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, under $300,000 that are for sale by owner with at least 3 bedrooms. Awesome. So we sent the search. Now, because this is APIs, right? We don't want you to send something that you're not ready by accident and just, you get charged the API call. So we built in parameters, which can be altered, right? But we built in parameters to keep you safe, some guardrail, right? And it's saying, sure, I can do that for you. For sale by owner, 300,000, 3 bedrooms. And it's even telling you how much it would cost for each property you get back. We don't charge you to search. It's only when you get results. And it's basically saying, I just need your location ID to make this happen. And an explicit confirmation. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give the location ID an explicit confirmation that we want to search. So location ID. Yes, that is accurate. Here's the location ID. Please proceed with the search. No further confirmation needed. Okay, so now we're running the search. And what's happening is, as you can see, it's calling this agent. It's doing what it needs to do to ask AI. And keep in mind, this is real estate data. There's a lot of information there, pictures, descriptions, all of that stuff, right? So it's going to go and gather all of that and make it very useful for you in ways that you might not have thought, right? So now our results are coming in, and I'm looking at the back end so I can see what's going on. I'm looking at the terminal and coding. There's going to be 13 results here. Now, because we know the results, right? So here's what it's saying. So let's scroll up, right? So here's the results. They came back that quick, right? But you notice there's no pictures, a bunch of Zillow links. Like that's not the point. And all of this can be altered by changing the prompt or the permissions, which we can gladly do. But for this quick demo, we just want you to see. You don't like the way this looks? We can just tell it. I like listing number 1 and number 2. Please load the photos for those listings. Now, I don't see great, so I've had to tell it, hey, change the format of this. I need to see the photos for the listings. And that's pretty much it. Like, I could have asked for anything. We can get really wild here if we want to. But for this demonstration, I'm just trying to show you how basic and how simple it can be. But it can be complex if we want it to be. You better believe it. So right now, it's just reorganizing the data that we already have. Okay? Because we already got the results here. Right? But like I said, for speed purposes, we don't load all the images and all that stuff. They're there, but just to get a quick display, we don't want to do all that, right? We want the AI just to get the data and display it easy as quick as possible. But maybe you want to see the photos. Maybe you don't want your layout like this at all. You can absolutely change that just by talking to it. Just by talking to it. And right here, it's thinking. And when you see it thinking like this, that means it's doing something. And of course, it's a beta feature. There can be errors and all that stuff. It's computers, right? We get all that. But ideally, I think you get what's going on here. So we did our search. And if you look at this, it's even telling you things that it can do. Captured and displayed the listings, but it doesn't have a data set ID. You can ignore all that for right now. I'll go into more than that later. If you'd like, I can save these properties to your favorites. I can proceed as soon as I have. Oh man, I was reading that. Of course, it pulled the pictures in, but I just want to finish reading that. If you'd like, I can save these properties to your favorite. I can proceed as soon as you have the data set ID. Blah blah blah. Tell me to save a specific property to your favorites, and I'll provide the data set ID. Like all of this stuff, right? And here is the data set ID. It says it right here. So it comes back with a data set ID, and you'll have that for whatever that you want. Just in case the AI forgets something, you have your data set ID. Everything's based off of that, right? Cool. So as you can see here, here's some listings, the 2 listings that we told it to pull in here, right? That's it right here. Okay. So now, let's say I like this listing and I want to add it to my favorites, right? Can you please add these 2 properties to my favorites list? So I just told it to add this to my favorites. Now here's what's cool about this. We're not done developing this yet. That's why we're asking the group for input. We're excited to have you guys give us insight. That being said, it'll be added to your favorites, and you could automate anything you want once it's added to a person's favorites. You want to trigger a workflow, you want to do anything, send an email, whatever you want to do, you'll be able to do based on what a person added to their favorites, right? So it says, hey, sorry about that. It says all set. I've added both properties to your favorites. Now here's one of my favorite parts, right? So we have a back-end area that they get access to, right? So if I go here, I don't know if I put it in GHL yet. Let me move this out of the way. Come on. Oh, let me move this dumb thing. It gets in the way sometimes. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So now as a user, right? I'm a user. I have access to the system. I can go here and watch my favorites and all that stuff, right? So I'm the agency owner. And these are other, let's say, I'm a broker and these are the customers under me, the buyers, the sellers, right? And they're saving favorites. Well, here's the location where we save the favorite. But again, I'm the admin, right? So I can just click recent activity. Look, I can clearly see there's 2 new favorites here, right here. And if I go back to Ask AI, you'll see it's these 2 properties, right? Go back here, go to my Ask AI. All your conversations are saved, right? But we can clearly see these are the 2 addresses right here. 1431 and 4690. 1431, 4690. Now here's where it gets really cool, right? It's green because it's still new, nobody's checked it yet, right? But now they see that we're logged in. So if I want to, I can click view, and we have a modal here. We can see the data set ID, any images that you have on a property, of course, the price, bedrooms, bathrooms, whatever, single family, whatever you need. Price reductions are here. The price was reduced on the 26th by $55,000. A single family home, spacious bedrooms throughout. You can add a note, right? Put test demo note. Save it. This is an awesome driving for dollars app if you're doing that, because you can get the street view and the satellite view just like this. Click the button, and this works on mobile as well. Get the overview there, street view here. Okay, so it gives you some good insight instantly from right in this dashboard as well. And if you want to look at it on Zillow, you could do that too. Now, if we want to view this inside of our location, so here's our location. And these are your sub accounts, right? So this is 1 sub account, this is 2 sub accounts, this is 3 sub accounts. And I'm this sub account here. I'm the admin, that's why I can see everything. So I'll open up this sub account, and you can clearly see there's how much they have in credit. $497. That's how much they got in credit, right? And those last updated at this time. They have 42 property search results that have been returned. They haven't done any skip tracing, and this is their total cost for the month so far. A complete ledger of everything that you're doing, all of the searches, and the deductions as they come right here. So you can see everything, correlate down to the penny. And most importantly, once you're inside your sub account, you can click your individual favorites and see what's going on, or their individual favorites, whatever you want to do. If you want to give them access and permissions, we do have granular permissions for the users, so you can give them VA access or whatever you want to do. You have all of that, right? You can literally just go to your settings. You have your admin settings, and then you can put whatever you want here to help you with the admin. Pretty cool, we think. Again, these are all different sub accounts, right? We have one called test local, one called unnamed, and one DFGDF, right? All different sub accounts. And you can see they all have different favorites, right? And this is, I think this was in New York. But yeah, New York property badges, and you can see all the photos are there. And you can just kind of surf through them like that, right? Very simple, very easy for you guys. So this is just a quick demo of how this works. Now, if we go back in here, back to Ask AI, and we say something like, this is great, fantastic. Can you give me crime and school information on both of these properties based on the zip code. And I want some information on cash return if I paid 65% of the listing price for these purchases. Okay. Now that's some investor stuff, right? However, the AI can look at this, do the math, can draw up the offer, it can call the other agent to speak with the agent. There's nothing that it can't do. Okay, it can do all of that. So I'm just showing you a couple of brief, simple examples of the AI manipulating the data so you can just get a general idea. There's so many things that you can do based on how you decide to integrate this. This is a basic demo version. That's all. If somebody likes the demo version, what we do at that point is say, okay, exactly how do we need to tailor this towards your CRM or towards your brokerage or your agency? And then we'll further build this out in their sub accounts with the things that matter to them, the automations that matter to them, right? Because all of this is built by us, all our code, we own everything. So it's very easy for us to manipulate it. Okay, so check this out. It gave a strategy and everything, just not so easy to read, right? So absolutely, here's how things look broken into two parts. Crime, school data, zip code, right? Crime and school data for zip code. What I can provide is a snapshot, blah, 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 blah. Feel free to read it. Violent crime, schools, whatever, whatever. Says, note, I don't want to guess these numbers. I can pull fresh data, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I can tell him to pull fresh data if we want or whatever. Doesn't matter. He's saying, just let me know what you want me to do. All right, cool. Part B, the investment side. Cash on cash return estimates. Check this out. Assumptions for both properties. Down payment, 65% of the listing price. Loan amount, 35% of the listing price. Mortgage, 30%. Interest rate, 7%. Illustrative, actual rates may vary. I think you get it, right? It's breaking down everything, the cost, you name it, it's doing it. It's giving you the net operating income, like all of this in advance. Everything, right? And again, this is just an idea of what you can do. What you implement's up to you. We're here to help you implement whatever you need. We more importantly want the feedback on how you think we can make this better for everyone. Okay? So again, you can do your searches here, right? It even works on mobile in the app. Pull in your photos and your pictures and all that good stuff. But most importantly, your clients have a dashboard, or you yourself as the broker or the agents or whoever. You can share this with the customers if you want. It's up to you. You have permissions. And they can come in here. They can see their usage. Go to an account that has usage, right? They can see all the usage for all of their API calls by checking the ledger. This is an account that doesn't have any calls, right? So there's no cost. So go to the next one, unnamed. They have a balance of $3.18. So that's how much credit they have. Not a balance, but that's how much credit they have. And here's all of their searches coming in real time. We even show you what you search for. I'm looking for properties in Brooklyn, New York. Got it for sale by owner. Like, we even show you the query that you use to get the properties. And check this out. This one didn't have any search results, so there was no charge. You only pay for what you use. We don't even charge you for use of the platform. So we appreciate you guys stopping by, having a look, and let us know how we can serve you, and thank you for your feedback.